Hey, what's up YouTube? So today we're going to be looking at the differences between two huge bands throughout my life and throughout music history, Green Day and Blink-182. If you followed my videos for a while now, you would have known that I've actually done a Blink-182 mashup with Green Day on ukulele. My friend dressed up as Billy Joe, I dressed up as Boomer, and yeah, I played Blink songs or Blink riffs and he played a Green Day song and we like mashed them up. It sounds really cool. You can check the video out in my videos. I'll link it in the description as well. So I'm sure a lot of you guys know who watch my videos. Blink is my favorite band, but they might not know that Green Day's American Idiot album was one of the first albums I ever actually owned, and it really got me into the rock genre. And yeah, so Green Day definitely has a special place in my heart. And this video isn't a who's better between Blink-182 and Green Day. It's just how they write their songs differently, even though they still are in the pop punk rock side of a genre. Blink are more on the pop punk side of the genre, where I'd say Green Day is much more on the punk side. So let's get to it. A distinct way that you often know whether it's a Blink song or Green Day song is that Blink songs are often written in the major key, where Green Day songs are often written in a Mixolydian scale, which is similar to a major key, but it just means you start from the fifth note of a major key. But don't worry if you don't understand theory, this video is not about theory or anything like that. So you don't have to know theory to understand what I'm going to be doing. An example of this is American Idiot by Green Day. You'd think the song is in G sharp major or A flat major, but it's actually in G sharp or A flat Mixolydian scale, which basically means that it's the fifth note in the C sharp major scale, but yeah, it's not about theory. So anyway, this is how the normal riff for American Idiot goes. Something along those lines. And now if Blink were to write American Idiot, it might sound something like this. Actually ending in the C sharp then. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Blink songs are usually more upbeat and happy sounding, where Green Day songs have a bit more of a darker side to it. And this is irrespective of the lyrics of the song. Now I'm sure if you grew up in the 2000s or you're just a Blink-182 fan, you'd know the song The Rock Show goes, I can't really sing, but I fell in love with the girl at the rock show. She said what? I told her then I didn't know. So basically, this is how, I'm just going to play the guitar now. This is the Blink normal way of playing it. Now if Green Day were to play the rock show, it might sound something like this. As you can hear, just from that, Green Day's would sound slightly more dark or edgier, where Blink-182 is more upbeat and poppy. Green Day often like to use open chords, such as like a E minor open chord, or G or D, or along those lines. And basically what that does is when you hit that minor note, whether you're in whatever scale you're in, it really contrasts with the other notes you're playing. Where, example for Blink, they often use just power chords, so something like this. Now, Green Day sounds more contrasty. As you can see, it sounds more sad and dark and sullen and stuff like that. However, Green Day do have major key songs as well, such as Time of Your Life. Hopefully I can play it properly. Now in terms of more of the things they do on the guitar besides the scales and the keys, Green Day use a lot more solos, where Blink-182 is much more riffy, They'll start a song with like a fast riff. Where Green Day, they often have chords just going through, and then they only do the technical stuff when the solo comes, or the bridge. Now we're going to look at the song Wake Me Up When September Ends, the solo part, played by Green Day, and then we're going to look if what it would sound like if Blink-182 had a bridge, because they often don't do solos in the bridge, but you'll see what I mean. Next we have Not Now by Blink-182. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to play it like normal Blink style, or the original, and then I'm going to do what Green Day might make it sound like. As for the lyrics, Green Day write much more politically based stuff, where Blink-182 often write about life in general, but the bands have done the opposite. For example, Anthem Part 2 by Blink-182 is quite political, and then Basket Case by Green Day, like their most famous song, is yeah, it's not about political stuff at all. In terms of drums, I know I said I prefer Blink-182, but I think everyone can agree that Trey Cool isn't as good as Travis Barker, whether you like the bands or not. Trey Cool often recycles drum beats he's used in the past, where Travis literally, without Travis, I think the California album really would have been boring and bland, and it's really not a great album, but Travis made it, because he's amazing, he made an average album, like, alright. Then in terms of bass, I will say Mark Dern's a much better bass player. His bass lines are more interesting, and he has more bass lines in the band, and because of this, the songs are slightly different from one another, where Blink songs, like I don't mind, but a lot of people say they sound similar, the songs they write, but for me, like, it's amazing. But yeah, Mark Hoppus isn't as good as a bassist as Mark Dern. Then in terms of vocals, Green Day have just the one vocalist, Billy Joe Armstrong, with backing vocals from Mark Dern and stuff, but not really like Mark singing by himself. Where Blink-182 have Tom DeLonge and Mark Hoppus. I know Tom isn't in the band now, and they have Matt and Mark, but I'm not going to talk about Matt really now, because Blink-182 for me is still Mark, Tom and Travis. Mark, even though he's a good singer and I really enjoy his voice, I will say when you hear Tom's voice, you know it's a Blink song. And when you hear Mark's voice, if you're not a big Blink fan, you might not know it's a Blink-182 song. But if you hear Tom's voice, you know what song it is. That was really bad, sorry. Billy Joe, you also definitely know, like I know, but I think most people know when it's a Green Day song. I prefer Tom's voice, even though I do think Billy is technically or musically speaking a better singer. He can do more with his voice, reach more notes and stuff like that, but I just prefer the tone of Tom's voice. So yeah, that was Blink-182 differences from Green Day. Hope you enjoyed. It's been really interesting. I did a bit of research into Blink songs and Green Day songs. If you want me to do another differences between different bands, I'll be more than willing to do that. Just not sounding like hectic on the guitar, like because I'm more like a pop punk rock guitarist, so I don't do hectic stuff on the guitar. But you can check out my other videos. I've done old school pop punk versus new school pop punk, that ukulele mashup with Green Day and Blink I told you about earlier. I've done auditioning for a pop punk band. I've done Blink-182 music reviews. So hit that subscribe button below. Please share this video with your friends. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.
She's a rebel, she's a saint, she's the salt of the earth and she's dangerous.